But tracking KPIs is something that micromanagers do because they don't trust their team members. Not really. And I'm about to show you how KPIs can be a team's best friend. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Anna, and on this channel, we dive into everything about continuous improvement, helping you and your team work smarter, not harder. Today, we are tackling a key topic: process KPIs. What are they? Why do they matter? And how to define them across industries like manufacturing, marketing, IT, logistics, and even healthcare. Let's get started. First things first, what is a KPI? KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. It's a measurable value that shows how effectively a team or process is achieving its objectives. Think of KPIs as the health metric of your process. They tell you if you're on track or if you need to make some adjustments. For example, in manufacturing, a common KPI is the overall equipment effectiveness, also known as OEE. It measures how efficiently your equipment is running compared to its maximum potential. High OEE, your machines are happy. Low OEE, time to investigate and improve. How to define a KPI? Let's break it down how to define it. It starts with asking 3 questions. What goal are you trying to achieve? How will you measure progress? And finally, what's the acceptable range of performance? For OEE, the goal might be maximizing uptime. You calculate it using this formula: availability multiplied by performance multiplied by quality equals OEE percentage. If your OEE falls below, say, 85%, it's a sign your team needs to intervene. Maybe there is an unplanned downtime or quality issue slowing you down. Once you and your team define the target value, lower and or upper limits, show some that make sense for your circumstances. Otherwise, you'll be all over the place. You can then define how often will that KPI be noted down or automatically registered, and you can share it with your team members or them with you in a routine way and share thoughts and ideas. It might be, if the KPI value is not within the desired value, that you and your team members will need to define specific actions to impact it in a positive way that can bring back to the acceptable value zone. Let's look at some examples by industry. Remember, KPIs should be actionable and tailored to your goals. Number 1, manufacturing. Let's see, a KPI can be downtime percentage. Why is it important? Reducing downtime boosts productivity. How to calculate it? Downtime equals downtime hours divided by total availability hours multiplied by 100, so you can have the percentage. How to monitor and what's its limits? If downtime exceeds, let's say, 5%, your maintenance team should investigate immediately. A big downtime period can indicate issues with machines, devices, for example, being a good cue to let the maintenance and production teams revise their AM and PM calendars, define actions and priorities. Number 2, marketing. Say you have KPI conversion rate. Why is it important? Because it shows how well your campaigns are driving results. And how can you calculate it? Conversion rate equals conversions divided by total clicks multiplied by 100. And to monitor and define limits, if your conversion rate falls below, let's say, 2%, it's time to review your targeting or landing page. In any marketing campaign, it is desired to have a big impact on the target audience, and this KPI can help you and your team to monitor that. Number 3, IT. A common IT KPI is mean time to resolve, MTTR. Typically, IT teams receive tasks via a ticket service system. Fast issue resolution keeps systems running smoothly. You calculate MTTR by taking the total resolution time dividing by the number of tickets closed. And to monitor it, an MTTR, let's say over 4 hours, might indicate the need for additional resources or training. Number 4, healthcare. One of the most known healthcare KPIs is patient waiting time. Why is that important? Reducing waiting time improves patient satisfaction and outcomes. You can calculate it by taking the total wait time divided by the number of patients seen. When talking about monitoring this KPI, it is useful to define the maximum amount of waiting time that it's okay to have. If the average waiting time exceeds 30 minutes, for example, your scheduling or staffing processes need review. Why is it important to monitor KPIs? Because KPIs give you real-time insights to make decisions faster. Imagine catching a product delay before it impacts the customer order, or improve patient flow before dissatisfaction rises. That's the power of tracking KPI. Before we dive further, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments below. Let me know which industry-specific KPIs you'd like me to talk about more in detail. And take a look at the free 5S module available in Lean Results Pro webpage. Enjoy! How to define KPI limits? Well, every KPI needs an upper and a lower limit. This tells you when to act. For example, if your team's OEE is between 85 and 95%, you're in the sweet spot. But anything below 85%, that can be a red flag to investigate downtime or bottlenecks. So, to summarize, KPIs are performance measurable indicators. They must be aligned with your goals and be easy to track. Set upper and lower limits to know when to intervene, and monitor consistently to drive continuous improvement. Tell me, what do you think is the most important KPI in your daily work? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear how you use KPIs to drive success in your team. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have fun with your Lean implementations and see you